So, Raj, let me dive straight into the conversation. And I think one thing I've been amazed as I look at the body of work that you put out and the work in terms of the speeches and talks that you do is really around this whole life of yours where right from school to IIT and then subsequent to IIT there are a lot of, I would say, the crests and troughs that you've gone through, right? And so can you talk a little bit about what has it been and what's been your learning out of those years? And that's something which is very, very important because kids in India really think that there's only one way to go, right? Which is really you got to be top of your class, and then you assume that uh, you'll probably keep topping till you
Right.
retire. But literally, life is not like that. So there's a lot of learnings
Mm,
in the early stage of your career. So can you talk about that and what's been your learning?
sure. See, in tech terms, there is this phrase that developers often use of it's a half funny phrase. There's a lot of profound wisdom also hidden inside. They call it converting a bug into a feature,
Hmm.
right? So there were too many bugs in my life.
Hmm.
I fell, I stumbled, I didn't learn proper lessons, I didn't do what I should have done, I did what I shouldn't have done, and picked up a lot of good advice along the way. And I thought it makes sense to convert those bugs into features.
Hmm.
So take your pick from being a topper in class at school to dropping out of IIT, being kicked out of IIT, being rusticated, saying, don't come back. Right? That's what happened to me. And that taught me such profound life lessons about prioritizing, about following your dream, and the threats and obstacles on the way if you do that. And that also laid the foundation for considering going out on a limb and homeschooling my son.
Hmm.
He's 24 years old now, but he didn't go past class 8 at school.
Hmm.
I took him out of school and created my own curriculum for him. And my wife and I, we worked together. We skewed our working time. We sacrificed our vacations. We created our own little learning environment for him. And that was an amazing experience. And that again became a source of knowledge and a fountain of wisdom that I could peep into and take a bucket out of to share with my team. I hated the internet for its web browsing, right?
Hmm.
The HTML, CSS, JavaScript mess, right? Some people may hate me for saying that, but it wasn't even a real programming language. It was a mishmash of stuff hurriedly put together, and I hated it. And when the iOS development environment came along, and uh, Steve Jobs blessed the world with its iPhone, I really fell head over heels for it. And mobile development as an integrated development environment with touch and beautiful, sleek glass and steel, and no HTML involved. It's all a silent connection to the web, or no, not the web, to the internet, with
Hmm.
data being brought in and repositioned for a screen full of content. That really made my day. And that was what was my second coming, I would say, in my company at Zoho Corp.
Okay.
And putting all these together, we realized at Zoho that um, the only real learning that's going to stick is the learning you do when you are doing.
Hmm.
Learn by doing.
Hmm.
And so Zoho Schools of Learning was born, and I've been running it for the past 20 years now. So it's a bug becoming a feature again and again. Right? We make a mistake, we celebrate it by painting it in a new color and
Hmm.
sharing it with the world as one less thing to do if you are looking at doing the right things.